Have you ever wondered, what does my future hold? Maybe you've joked about outliving your siblings or secretly hoped to see your grandkids graduate college. Well, what if I told you there are clues, scientifically proven ones, that can give us a glimpse into how long and how well we might live after 70? Hi there, I'm Your Name, and today we're diving into 7 surprising signs researchers say are linked to longevity. These aren't crystal ball predictions, mind you. They're habits, traits, and even simple daily choices that add up. Let's explore what they are and how you can use them to your advantage. First up, let's talk about something you might not expect: your grip strength. Yes, really. Studies show that a firm handshake isn't just good manners. It's a marker of overall muscle health and even heart function. Think about it. Opening jars, carrying groceries, or lifting a grandchild all rely on grip. If that's gotten harder, it's not just about aging. It's a nudge to focus on strength training. But don't panic. You don't need weights. Squeezing a stress ball, kneading bread dough, or even gardening can keep those hands strong. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about staying independent, one jar at a time. Now, here's a sign that's as simple as putting one foot in front of the other: your walking speed. Researchers have found that how briskly you walk in your 70s can predict longevity better than some medical tests. Why? Because it reflects cardiovascular health, muscle strength, and coordination. But here's the good news. You can improve this at any age. Start with short, steady walks, even around the house. Focus on posture, chin up, shoulders back, arms swinging gently, and if balance is a concern, try heel to toe walking along a hallway wall for support. Every step counts, and speed isn't a race, it's a rhythm. And here's one that might surprise you: how often you see friends or family. Loneliness isn't just hard on the heart emotionally, it's linked to higher risks of chronic disease and cognitive decline. But social connection doesn't mean hosting dinner parties every week. It could be a phone call with a niece, joining a book club, or even chatting with neighbors over the fence. My Uncle Jim lived to 94, and his secret? Every morning, he'd walk to the local diner just to argue about baseball with the waitstaff. Find your version of that. Your tribe matters more than you think. So far, we've covered grip strength, walking speed, and social connections. 3 clues that aren't just about living longer, but living better. And the beauty is, every one of these is within your control. You don't need fancy gadgets or drastic changes. Small tweaks, like adding a daily walk or calling a friend, can shift the odds in your favor. But we're just scratching the surface. Up next, we'll dive into 4 more signs, including one that happens while you sleep, and practical ways to make them work for you. Now, let's dig into the next clues that science says matter, starting with something we all crave but don't always prioritize: quality sleep. You know that feeling of waking up refreshed, ready to tackle the day? Turns out that's not just a luxury. It's a longevity superpower. Studies show that poor sleep isn't just about feeling groggy. It's linked to higher risks of heart disease, weakened immunity, and even memory issues. But here's the good news. Improving your sleep isn't about chasing perfection. It's about small, consistent habits. Try winding down with a cup of chamomile tea instead of scrolling through your phone, or keep your bedroom cool and dark. And if you're someone who naps, keep it short, 20 minutes max. Think of sleep as your nightly tune-up, like oiling a cherished clock. Next up, what's on your plate? Now, I'm not here to lecture you about kale, though if you love it, more power to you. Research shows that plant-rich diets loaded with veggies, fruits, nuts, and whole grains are linked to longer lifespans. Why? They're packed with antioxidants and fiber that fight inflammation and keep your gut happy. But let's keep this simple. Start with one meal a day. Add a handful of spinach to your morning eggs, swap white rice for quinoa, or snack on almonds instead of chips. And here's a trick my grandma swore by. Eat the rainbow. The more colors on your plate, the broader the range of nutrients. Even a sprinkle of blueberries on oatmeal counts. And here's a sign you might not see in the mirror. Your sense of purpose. Ever noticed how people with hobbies, volunteer work, or even a daily crossword puzzle seem to sparkle a little brighter? Studies find that having a reason to get out of bed, whether it's tending a garden, mentoring grandkids, or learning to paint, can add years to your life. It's not about grand achievements. It's about curiosity. My neighbor Marge took up bird watching at 78 and says it's like collecting living jewels. Find your version of bird watching. Maybe it's joining a community choir, writing letters to old friends, or finally mastering that sourdough starter. Passion keeps your brain and heart young. Now, I know change can feel overwhelming, but here's the secret. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Pick one thing. Swap that afternoon cookie for a handful of walnuts, or call a friend to brainstorm a new hobby together. Progress, not perfection, is what adds up. And guess what? We've still got 2 more signs to explore, including one that's all about how you handle life's bumps. Stick around, and let's finish strong. We've arrived at our final sign, and honestly, it might be the most powerful one yet. It's not about what you eat or how fast you walk. It's about how you handle life's inevitable bumps. Let's talk about resilience. See this flower? It bends in the wind but doesn't break. That's resilience. Studies show that people who adapt to stress, who find ways to stay positive or problem solve during tough times, tend to live longer, healthier lives. Now, I'm not saying you need to grin through every hardship. Resilience is about giving yourself grace while still moving forward. Maybe it's a daily gratitude practice, jotting down one good thing that happened, or leaning on a friend when things feel heavy. My Aunt Helen used to say, when life gives you thunderstorms, dance in the puddles. Find your version of dancing. And here's our 7th and final sign, keeping your mind curious. Whether it's solving crosswords, learning a new language, or even debating the latest mystery novel with your book club, staying mentally active is like a workout for your brain. It builds cognitive reserve, which researchers say can delay memory decline. You don't need to enroll in a university course. Challenge yourself with small things. Try a new recipe without the recipe, memorize a poem, or even rearrange your furniture to keep your spatial skills sharp. Curiosity isn't just for kids, it's your brain's fountain of youth. So let's tie it all together, those 7 signs. Grip strength, walking speed, social connections, quality sleep, a colorful plate, a sense of purpose, resilience, and a curious mind. Notice something? None of these require a miracle, just small intentional choices. Maybe today you'll swap a processed snack for veggies or call a friend you've been missing. Tomorrow, you might try a new hobby or practice deep breathing when stress hits. Every tiny step is a victory. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs surprised you? Have you already noticed some in your life? Drop a comment below. Your story could inspire someone else to take that first step. And if this video resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. We're all about thriving, not just surviving as we age. Remember, friends, longevity isn't about counting years. It's about making those years count. Here's to dancing in. Remember, friends, longevity isn't about counting years. It's about making those years count. Here's to dancing in puddles, solving crosswords, and living every day with a little more joy. Thank you for being here, and keep shining. Until next time, keep growing, keep laughing, and keep thriving.